Hello, Rich Wilson here aboard Great American 4, January 16th, and I'm going to show a little bit of a primer about why we've chosen our route here out around the continental shelf off Tierra del Fuego. Turn around to the Madrina screen here, and there you have Tierra del Fuego. Off up here are the Falkland Islands. Here's Cape Horn right here. This is Diego Ramirez Island, about 60 miles southwest of Cape Horn. And as the group of four approached from over here to the west with the strong winds, it looked as though the first couple of boats would be able to get across before this stronger wind came down from this coast of Chile. I'm going to just back up the weather here just a couple of hours. You can see the red is the strong winds, and they were able to get Fabrice and Arnaud. Here's Fabrice, here's Arnaud Boissiere. They were able to get across the shelf, and right here is Alan Rura, who I wasn't sure he'd be able to get across or not. He actually had 50 knots of wind in there this morning, but that's before all this arrived. So we were behind him by about 7 or 8 hours, and I didn't think we were going to be able to make it. So, in fact, one of the grave difficulties there is, we'll sort of zoom in here a little bit and show here's the continental shelf. These are depth lines, and the 200-meter line right here, you can see on the little, you might not be able to read that, but that goes out around Diego Ramirez Island, which is right here, extends a little bit to the east, and I put these waypoints in as markers for myself, and then goes back up. And what can happen is that you can see that's 200 meters there, and not too far off it's 4,000 meters. So it's going from 12,000 feet to 600 feet in, that's about 10 miles or so. So if the waves are coming in from the west and bounce off this coast going northwest, southeast, they can ricochet off just like a wave would on a seawall in a harbor and bounce back out with some level of intensity. And then you have a cross sea set up with the waves coming in from the west. And particularly here where it gets shallow, just like on a beach, the waves coming in from the ocean, may not be very big out in the ocean, but once they get to the beach, then they can crest. And so the same thing can happen here on this shelf, and I just didn't think that that was a wise move. So we've come out here, we've set up waypoints here, and all the long-term planning for this. This was the plan. The one thing that we didn't quite get right was the fact that the wind here is lifting us, and so it's actually taking us down below where we want to go. So I made a miscalculation there. But our plan is to get out in this direction here, and then what happens in the next hours, so this is right now, and we go plus 3 hours, plus 3 hours. So that should be 6 hours. So we should be about here. So these stronger winds start to clear out. If we can get somewhere in this vicinity here, we'll do one of our tack jives and head off in this direction. And then the wind should be, let's see, here's another 6 hours. Let's see, is that right? I might have hit too many times. But we'll get back up in this direction here, and the wind should start to head us a little bit, which would help to get us down towards going around Staten Island, which is out here. Cape Horn's kind of the iconic symbol. Staten Island's really the goal. That's when you can actually turn north and get going north. There is a Straits Le Maire right in through here, but only if the conditions are right and the tide is with you, because the current can apparently run through there at about up to 10 knots. So you've got to hit that timing absolutely right, and maybe you don't want to go through that. I've never been through there. Been around Cape Horn now 3 times, and have not, actually I guess we went through there on New Zealand Pacific. They just motored on through. So that's the plan, and we're almost there, got 6 hours to go. This is our 6-hour line, and we'll head up in that direction. So a little bit of an explanation of why we're choosing this route. That's it for today.